Satele pulled off that serve a little bit. Actually, I think if she'd hit it more aggressively, she would have had a better chance. She really was trying too hard, I think, to keep that ball in.
That toss maybe not where she wanted that. Kind of looked like she hit underneath the ball that time there. Let's see if they go after Weber again on this serve receive.
Dunaway with the serve. They go for Weber. This time, Mafua is in the front row, so she can block that. And here's Carlson making Hawaii pay. Carlson putting on quite a show early on. 5 kills in 8 tries, hitting 625.
Well, the good news for Hawaii is she's the only one that's really carrying Washington. If they can slow her down, the other attackers aren't really involved. So look for Hawaii to pay more attention to Carlson.
Anyway, serves it to Danielson. Overpass. Mafua is going to have Kai Hui set it this time. Weber down the line. Good. Point. Hawaii.
Well, Michelle Weber again continues to impress as she leads the team right now in kills with 3 kills, hitting 750 as she rotates to the back row, and Emily Maeda will come in. So gotta love the confidence by the freshman coming into this big time situation.
Emily Maeda with the serve. What a great jump float. It must have moved at the last second because Carlson's normally a pretty good passer.
Well, again, and this is a rotation where they will go after Kendra Carlson in that right back corner. We've seen her have some problems last night. This is Maeda goes right after her again. Better pass by Carlson into the middle. Bianca Rowland just buries that ball straight down. So great 31 set. Hewitt right there, but kind of fronting the hitter instead of taking away her favorite shot.
Back to serve. Carlson, service ace. Carlson with 7 to 18 aces on the year, but you know, she also leads them in service errors. She sometimes struggles to find the court. She's got 3 times as many service errors as the next player. Another good serve, almost an ace. Good digging back by Orlandini. Munoz gets stuffed by Brittany Hewitt. And maybe, just maybe, she could have a night like last night where she had like 4 blocks in the first 5 points against Portland State.
That's what Hawaii fans are hoping for. She leads the nation in blocks with that late close. Great job by Danny Mafua to help out and post up the block.
Here's her jump flow. It didn't work though because Orlandini popped it right up, and Haglund finds the step out maneuver from Bianca Rowland, hitting over the block. Well, this Washington team has length, they have strength, they're solid fundamentally, and they don't lose very often at home. Hawaii would love to change that. Becky Perry just cables it down the line. Danielson just rips one. Orlandini saves it after a Holford dig. Hawaii with the free ball, and they've got the advantage. Danielson again. Oh, what a great dig by Liz Kai Hui. Neither team wanting to let the ball touch the floor. Deep tip again, Kai Hui with the dig. Holford, not a good pass. Becky Perry finally ends the rally, much to the delight of this Husky crowd.
Well, Hawaii will get a much-needed break right here. Great rally by both teams as we head into the timeout, but the rally ended after incredible defense by a very aggressive hit by Becky Perry.
Sponsored by Jack in the Box, where you can get anything on the menu any time of day. And there's the Jack fact regarding the Washington Huskies and how large this university is. Was ranked actually number 4 a couple of years ago in public universities in the United States, and the top 30 in the world of public universities, founded way back in the pre-Civil War era, 1861. Maeda with the pass. set way off the net. Danielson just saves it. Great block by Danielson and Hartong.
That great play by Danielson to make up after that poor set by Mafua. Just kind of let that set get away from her. Mafua was hitting from about the 3-meter line, but they finally shut down Kendra Carlson, making her first error as we see Danny Mafua going back to serve.
You know, what's interesting is that Hawaii's out hitting Washington right now, 333 to 276, but they're down in points by 2. Kai-Hui with another great diving save. That one goes out to Becky Perry. Kai-Hui with another save. Carlson with the dig. This time, finally, Becky Perry goes high off Chantil Satelli's hands, and Washington gets the point. They go up 16-13 here early in the first set.
Well, we're seeing some great exchanges between both teams. Both teams hitting hard, but great defense. It just goes to show you that this is a very competitive match between two top 10 ranked teams.
And served by Orlandini. Back set to Danielson. Danielson usually gets in the left, but that time she finds a way to kill it from the right. Great set from the former Mid-Pac High School, Mid-Pacific High School Institute player, Danny Mafua, all-stater.
That time they're pushing Kanani Danielson deep to try and see if they can shore up her approach, but Danielson more than made up for it.
Danielson with that jump serve, not very effective though, came over a little bit too readable. Satelli with a swing at the net, but not a very good one, and Perry goes over the block again. Becky Perry, who grew up in her younger years carrying a volleyball with her around school all day, taking it home at night and bouncing it against, setting it against the wall and against the garage. A real volleyball Jones, you could say. Weber, good pass by Weber. They're trying to pick on her, but that was a good pass. Pipe set out of the back, did not work. Here's the tip, and it goes down. Dave Shoji's gonna have to call a timeout here. Huskies up 4 now. He's got to slow down this run, in my opinion. We'll see if he waits for the floor to get wiped up and then call timeout. Yeah, I think he is. He's picked up his clipboard.
Well, that time there miscommunication between Hawaii attackers. Danielson not seeing that Mafua was setting the pipe set. You can see the two right now talking it out, trying to figure out what happened on that last play. But great pass by Weber. But plays like that just can't happen, especially at this level. Hawaii's got to shore up their serve receive as well as what's going on in their plays.
Well, Dave Shoji is going to take his first timeout, and we're going to take ours as well. Don't go away. We got a great one here in Seattle. Huskies up by 4. The Hawaiian Airlines record book is sponsored by Hawaiian Airlines. Only one airline is Hawaiian, and there you see the single match service ace record, Amber Kaufman with 11 aces. I remember that night very well. Ryan, were you in the gym as well?
I was.
That was amazing.
I was the one telling her where to serve. So I like to take credit for some of that, Chris. Yeah, that was me. And be followed by Sarah Mason and Alicia Arnott, a couple of Gila girls, and Kim Willoughby, who's on almost every top 10 list in University of Hawaii history.
So Huskies 18, Hawaii 14 out of the timeout. Danielson struggles with that pass. This ball is barely going to make it over. Now does not make it over. Again, Hawaii's woes come when they don't pass very well, and some of that credit's got to go to the Husky servers for sure. But if Hawaii's going to win this match, they've got to pass the ball. That was a better pass. They at least got a quick attack out of it as Hartong drills it, and Mafua saves it from going over.
Well, Hawaii should be talking on this service. A lot of these balls looks like they're going out of bounds. As you see, a great set again by Mafua, and Hartong just doing a nice job of being up and ready for that set. But I think some of these balls may be going out of bounds.
Good serve by Kai-Hui. Satelli, no touch. Chantil not having quite the luck that she did last time when she found that back line, found the hands. She had a good swing there, but just didn't quite find the court. Huskies up by 5 here in game 1. Liz Kai-Hui done an unbelievable job of digging. She went in the number 2 spot in the record book last night. She's got 8 digs already tonight.
Hawaii giving Washington far too many free balls opportunities, and that comes in the transition plays. The transition digs for Hawaii. Whenever Hawaii digs the ball, a lot of times they're going way too fast for Mafua to even do anything with it, as we see Dave Shoji call a timeout.
So Dave Shoji takes his second and final timeout, trying to stop the bleeding here in Seattle. Hey kids, there's a special UH Club just for you. Stop by any Papa John's Pizza Hawaii store to join the UH Kids Club. You'll receive an official club t-shirt and a variety of other benefits. Join the Kids Club today. Another shaky pass by Hawaii. That's 4 in a row now. There's Kaihui with another dig. Make that number 9 for Liz. Great back set by Haglund. And Danielson having to put it over again, giving UW an easy transition. Danielson out of the back. Now that looks like vintage. Danielson hitting the pipe set out of the back. All Hawaii needs is a decent pass. They can run plays like that.
And Kanani knows that she'll settle down here. She's just kind of a little tight on her passing, but this is a great way to make up for it with an explosive pipe hit. As you see, Mita Uiato and Kayla Goodman coming in for the double sub. But again, Hawaii's passing woes should shore up by the end of the night. Just look for them to continue to move their feet and get their platform to the target.
And talk a little more.
Yes,
more
exactly.
Better communication. Working on Munoz. Tip shot. There's Kaihui again with the dig. Back set to Goodman. She gets a nice cross-court check, but not down. Uiato, this time quick one to Hewitt in the middle. Doesn't go. Good dig up by Danielson. Hewitt again in the middle. Hawaii scores.
Well, you just got to be impressed with the confidence of this freshman class coming in. I mean, we've seen all 4 freshmen play at some point, as we see McLaughlin call the timeout. Uiato coming in, setting up Kayla Goodman. So good sign for Hawaii's future with the freshmen are playing at such a high level.
Tonight's Outlook is sponsored by Subway. Eat fresh.
Well, as you see here, we are currently underway in the second round in the NCAA. Both of these people will, both the winner of this region or the winner of tonight's match will go on to play next weekend in the regional semifinal and hopefully advance to the Final Four in Kansas City.
And that's where Dave Shoji will be no matter what, as he's being inducted this year into the AVCA Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Mr. Shoji. Munoz tries to put it down. Hewitt with a block, and then another block. Munoz keeps it in. Oh, what a great diving save by Uiato. They call it down. Oh my goodness.
That was a phenomenal play by Mita Uiato. She got that ball
great dig by
up.
Kaihui too in the first place.
Definitely.
And Uiato definitely gets it. Let's see if she slides under it.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's all hand under there. As you can see, Hawaii continued to argue that call. But you gotta love, again, the confidence of the freshmen coming in here and really just owning it and taking their opportunity here to shine and help out the Rainbows.
Kelsey Dunaway, a sophomore. She's their serving specialist. Let's see if she looks for Weber again. She does, but she gets Weber, but Weber does not put up a good pass. Does she get a touch? No touch. Washington, they now extend their lead to 6. 2 away from winning the first set.
So Hawaii moves into a 2-man passing formation with Kaihui and Danielson.
This Weber gets pulled out of the pattern. Work on Danielson, and this is a service ace. Danielson trouble passing now, a lot of territory to cover when Dunaway serves as tough as she is serving right now.
So now Dave Shoji backing Weber up and asking her to pass. Kaihui exhorting her on. As a crowd here, Hawaii fans with the chance of let's go Bows.
Much better pass that time by Danielson. Munoz with a tip shot. Rolling with a questionable pop-up. But to finish game number 1, or set number 1, Kendra Carlson. Carlson with her 7th kill, hitting 375. And Dave Shoji's going to have to come up with some answers here on how to adjust to Carlson and the rest of the Huskies. And we'll be back with set number 2 right after this.